All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to explore a really powerful way of looking at the world, a framework that could totally change how you see your life, your reality, and your place in the universe.
I mean, you know that feeling, right? Like you're just a passenger getting carried along by currents you can't control. Maybe it feels like you're just a victim of your circumstances, always reacting to things instead of actually shaping them. It's a super common feeling, but what if it's all based on one big misunderstanding? The source material we're looking at today hits us with this really bold claim right from the start. It suggests that this whole feeling of being separate, separate from each other, from the world, from the very energy that creates life, is not actually the truth. It's just a story that we've all been conditioned to believe. So if we're not separate, then who are we? This question brings us to our first huge shift in thinking, a total redefinition of your own identity. Okay, this right here is the absolute core of the whole idea. It proposes that there's actually no difference between you, the creative energy of the universe, let's call it the life force, and what many people call God. It's not that you're just a piece of God. The idea is that you are that creative essence, having an experience through the form of you. And if you really think about that, the implications are incredible. If you are the life force itself, then it's impossible for you to be a victim of life, right? By your very nature, you're a creator. This simple idea moves you from being passive to being active, from the passenger seat right into the driver's seat of your own life. This also totally redefines why we're even here. A lot of us were taught that life is like a school. We're here to be taught lessons, to fix our flaws. But this perspective says something completely different. It says the purpose of life isn't to learn, it's to remember the creative power you already have, and then to express it. It's not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you've always been. Okay, so if we're creators, how does it actually work? I mean, what's the process? That brings us to the mechanics of reality, the how-to behind this whole creation thing. The process is broken down into 4 pretty clear steps. It all kicks off with what you truly believe deep down in your core. That belief then fuels your thoughts. Over time, those consistent thoughts find their way into your words, and your words start to give shape to your actions. And finally, your actions are what create the tangible experience you call your reality. It's a direct pipeline from your inner world to your outer world. So what happens when things go wrong? Is the universe punishing you? This framework argues no, there's no external judgment. In fact, it suggests there's no absolute right or wrong at all. There are just choices and their natural outcomes, their consequences. Life isn't judging you, it's just being a perfect mirror, reflecting back the results of the creative energy you put out there. And this leads to a really crucial point. If our reality is built on our choices, then what is the most fundamental choice we're making in any given moment? Well, according to this philosophy, every single thought, word, and action comes from one of only 2 places, fear or love. Think of fear as everything that makes you contract or shrink. It's based on scarcity, on the need to protect yourself, on judgment. And love is everything that makes you expand. It's about openness, creation, and connection. Every single decision you make is an expression of one of these 2 energies. Let's just pause on that for a second. Think about it. The last text you sent, the last thing you said out loud, the choice you made about what to do this morning. Was it born from a place of fear, of what you might lose or what someone might think? Or was it born from a place of love, of connection, creativity, and just being open? That's a really powerful question to ask yourself. So let's bring all this high-level stuff back down to earth. How do these big ideas apply to our everyday lives? Well, you can think of your daily experiences as a kind of spiritual gym, a place where you get to practice and strengthen these principles. This perspective completely flips how we normally think about things. Relationships, they're not for getting love, they're for you to give love. Work isn't just about survival, it's a chance for you to express who you are. Money isn't good or bad, it's just a neutral tool, a form of energy. And problems, they aren't punishments. They're just life's way of tapping you on the shoulder and saying, hey, you might want to pay attention to this. Even something like prayer gets a total makeover. It's no longer about begging some distant God for help. Instead, it becomes an act of co-creation, a way for you to align with the reality you choose to bring into being. It's a declaration of what is. So the shift is all in your mindset. Instead of praying from a feeling of lack, like, please, please give me peace, you declare from a place of creative power and gratitude. Thank you for the peace that I know is already on its way. You're acknowledging its existence before you can even see it.
And this brings us to maybe one of the most powerful and kind of counterintuitive ideas of them all. The principle that if you want to have something in your life, your very first move should be to give it away to somebody else.
And here's what that looks like in the real world. If you feel like you don't have enough love, the solution is to become a source of love for other people. If you want more confidence, find someone you can encourage and build up. By giving what you want, you are declaring to the universe and, more importantly to yourself, that you already have it in abundance. You become the source.
So, we end with this. If you accept this idea that you're not just a victim of circumstance, but the powerful creator of your own experience, then there's really only one question left that matters, and it's right here. What will you choose to believe, to think, to say, and to do right now? The canvas is blank. It's all up to you.